Yo, what's going on, guys? BIGMETZ here, Training Tuesday, and this week is awesome because it is race week. And I'm so excited to walk you guys through my race week training because I didn't think I was going to actually get a race in this year. Well, I actually got one in. I raced 70.3 Dubai in February, but that feels like a lifetime ago at this point with all this COVID situation. And so this week is actually race week. I mentioned last week that I'm doing a 70.3 distance race in Bear Lake, Idaho, and that is this Saturday, and I'm so pumped. So the PTO, which is the Professional Triathletes Organization, it's essentially the union for all pro triathletes. They are putting up a prize money to a fairly small local race in Idaho, and that's given a lot of the pros an opportunity to go race, which is massive for us this year in a year where we haven't had many opportunities to do so. So we're all super grateful and looking forward to that. And in this segment, I'm going to walk you guys through what a normal race week looks like for me. And so this time I'm actually driving to Utah, Idaho. It's on the border, the race is. And so it's a little bit different in that regard. Typically on a race week, I'd be rushing around trying to get my bike cleaned and bike packed early. This week, I don't really have to do that. I can sort of take my time and get things set up because I am driving. So race week this week looks like a pretty solid Monday swim. I've got my training plan right here, so I'm going to reference that. I'm also going to do a gym session on Monday with my trainer, Aaron Carson. And in that gym session, we'll mostly work on just activating the muscles. So I might actually do some pretty significant lifting, more than you might think. So I'll do some hex bar deadlifts, maybe some lunges and stuff like that. I'll probably do a little bit of chest press as well. I always find that on race week, my body tends to respond well to lifting some pretty solid weights. So I'll do that on Monday. Tuesday, I've got a shorter tempo run, but we stick to the theme of Terrible Tuesday. You've heard me reference that before. So I'll do a shorter tempo run in the morning. I'll hit the group swim, maybe take the intensity down a little bit, or wear my wetsuit in order to just keep that feel for the race on Saturday, and then also make the effort just a little bit easier. And then I'll do sort of an activation ride in the afternoon on my time trial bike. I might even have the race set up ready to go just to test it before we leave, because the worst thing that you could do is get to a race and you haven't tested your bike, or you're putting your race kit on when you get there and you forget that you need this part or this piece or whatever. So I always like to get my bike set up early, and so I'll probably have my race kit ready to go and ride that Tuesday afternoon. Wednesday's going to be a travel day. It's technically an off day, but if I'm feeling like the drive, it's an 8 or 9 hour drive. So if I get there and the legs are feeling really stiff, I might go for a 15-20 minute jog in the evening once we arrive. I find that just really helps me the next day to feel good and smooth and feel like things are not so clogged up from the travel. And then on Thursday, I'll do a harder run session. And in theory, it's supposed to be on the track, so it's written as a track session, some 100s, 200s, and 300s, but I might convert that to just seconds or map it out on my watch depending on what I have access to. I don't think there's a ton, it's not like there's going to be a track necessarily next door. So race week, the key is just keep the stress down. So if I have to just do it on the road and rather use time intervals, I'll do that. And then I'll also have a pretty hard bike ride. That's my hardest ride for the week, and that really is just shocking the system, and you're taking some more rest than you would typically on a race week. And so that ride's in there to make sure that you're reminding the body and almost shocking the system and saying, hey, we need you to work. It's not time to shut down yet. So that's one of the most important sessions for me over the weekend or over the week to set up the weekend, because if I don't do that, then the body sometimes goes into shutdown rest mode, and we do not want that. We're trying to get the most out of the body. And then Friday is the pre-race day. I like to do all three. Some people are totally different. Some people take the day off before the race. Some people ride 3 hours. I'm sort of in the middle, so I'll do a 40-minute run with some sprints, a 40-minute ride with some sprints. Sort of similar idea to what I did the day before. That's mostly just activating the system and telling the body, hey, we need you to work tomorrow. And then I'll do a 20-minute run right off the bike, and in there just, again, a little bit of hard effort just to make sure the body's still in line but not going crazy with it, and sort of keeping that effort in the back pocket for the next day. And then I'll throw the wetsuit on and hop in the lake and just get a feel for what the water temperature is, what the chop is like, sort of get an understanding for the beach layout, and just generally do a bit of recon on what the race venue looks like. And then Saturday itself is the race. So that's what the whole week is about. Everything is focused on making sure that my mind and body are ready to go. I'll definitely do a bit of a warm-up before the race on Saturday, whether that's a run or if I can get on the bike, I'll do that as well. Obviously, a bit of a swim before we get in the water if possible. And then, yeah, just rip the race. stay tuned. I'm pumped to race. I think right now we've got 11 guys signed up, and some of the top dudes. So I'm just excited to throw down and put some of the improvements that I've been working on all year to good use. So we'll check in after the race. Another Training Tuesday ticked off. And yeah, hope you guys have a good one. We'll see you on the other side. All right, peace.